folks, and welcome to my first book reading wrap-up of 2023. Holy shit, we're almost the end of March of this year. I mean, time didn't fly that fast, but still, now looking at it, shit. We're almost, getting closer to April. And this year, one of my goals that I don't think I made a video about was to read more. And I'm so far succeeding. I read every day. I'm on day 213, I think, of constant reading. So yay. It doesn't mean I finish that many books a month, unfortunately, but hey, I'm reading. So these are all the books I have to show you. Oops. Well, let's get started. I actually give you, I can't really tell you exactly which one I read first. Fuck, that almost fell. That doesn't matter that much. So let's get to it. So, I think that this might be the first book I completed this year. Yeah, this is the first one. So the first book I completed this year is Mike Mignola's Hellboy. It's Hellboy Odd Jobs by a multitude of writers. It's a collection of stories of Hellboy. I already have one book. It's called An Assortment of Horrors. I can't unfortunately reach it right now because I would like to reread it. But yeah, there's always some story collections. I like some stories more, some stories less. Really. I made a thoughts video about this one if you'd like to check that out. I can tell you, my favorite one out of these was the Knuckleave. I'm probably butchering that, but it's one where it's the one where it's the one Mike Mignola and Christopher Golden wrote together, so that's why it was the most Hellboy one, as I said in my thoughts video. So that one was my favorite. And still, it was nice. I got this from my AOK from Mr. Bill. I still have the other one I haven't read. Might get to it soon, though. Need some Hellboy. Yeah, well, this one's good. Definitely keeping this one. Because it was a present and I love Hellboy. Alright, next we have The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, Book 1. There are 5 of them, apparently. Yeah, I bought this quite a while ago, and I thought, you know what, I'll give it another chance. And I finally read it, and yeah, I think I'm gonna skip on the rest of them. I can't, man. I just don't get the humor. I need to, if you're British or even Australian, I was told, you'll understand the humor. I couldn't, man. I just wanted it to end. So yeah, I reread it again. No thank you. Well, I actually completed it this time, because then I had, like, the big, like, the collection of all of them in those pretty editions. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, I've read it. At least I can say I completed it. I will say it's kind of a bummer, because it has this, you see the gold here, it faded over time. I actually saw recently in the bookstore the exact same copy. And I told the lady there, you know, this fades? She said, yeah, it does. Kind of sucks, though, because it's very pretty. I mean, it hasn't faded everywhere, but on the lettering, definitely. I wonder if you have to maybe keep these in a certain way so it doesn't. I don't know. I contemplated keeping this copy because it has Chris Riddle's illustrations, and I love his art, but I'm not going to in the end. I'm not really attached to this book in particular, and I would like to get it out of my house. Alright, next, I think these came before. I read, this is, oh, Jesus. I remember to be gentle with this one. This is R.L. Stine Goes to Fear Street, book 20. A Spell of the Screaming Jokers. And this was nice and I liked it. I especially liked the ending here. This is a bit different because the kids, well, there were more kids involved in one. It went not like how I expected. I enjoyed it. It was nice. And I really dig the cover. Especially the color as they chose for it. These be, these could be complementary colors, right? Yeah, you got greens. Yeah, I think it could be. Oh, maybe it's, I've been learning this in design, so now I actually pay attention. I'm not gonna keep these, as you can see, they're not in the best of shape, and I'm not gonna reread them again. And I read, R.L. Stine, Give Yourself Goosebumps. This is number 10. And this is, what's this one? A Diary of a Mad Mummy. It's, one of those pick your own adventure kind of books. And I don't know, I remember when I was a kid, I went to some kind of activity and they read us a book, not an R.L. Stine one of those pick your own adventure ones. And it was actually, I remember I liked it. These are just not it. I don't know. It was fine, I just wanted to finish it to get rid of it. I didn't die in the end with what I chose. So yeah, that one's also going to the library. And then I read the Nightmare Room number 6, They Call Me Creature. Also by R.L. Stine. Oh, I forgot to say publishers. No. Okay, so this is by Dark Horse Books. This is by... Where's the publisher? One second. Doesn't say. It should say here, right? Pan. By Pan Books. I don't know. These are by Avon. If you can see that. Yeah, there we go. These are by Avon. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if it's that important to anyone, but I should at least mention it. I like this one a lot. It's on the Nightmare Room series. Is actually quite, I quite like them. I kept one. I got the Howler. It's actually number 7. Yeah, this is a nice story. Also, didn't go like how I expected it. It was pretty interesting. I thought of keeping it, but in the end I'm not going to. But one moment. Door. Okay. Yes, I'm not keeping that one. I have quite a few books to donate to the library this time. Alright, next we have The Injury by Anna Inquest. And translated by... This is a translated one. It's originally in Dutch. By Janet K. Ringgold. Or Ringgold. These are 10 stories by this author lady. That's not her actual name, it's her pen name. This is by Toby Publishing. I found this a year or two ago on in the bookstore in the discount section. Sirens. Yeah, in the discount section. This was interesting. I read through it and I can't say I particularly enjoyed it that much. Though it wasn't, I've never seen where in short stories some of the characters from other stories all intertwine and are in one story together. So that was new. But yeah, this wasn't that much for me, but at least I guess I read something by this lady. I'll say I kind of like the addition. Yeah, it was what it was. I also made a thoughts video about this one. If you want to see, I'm not keeping this one. I'm going to donate it to the library as well. That would have been cool to maybe have something from a Dutch author. I just don't have the room, really. Ah, bloody sirens again. Alright. And last but by no means least, Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. And this is by Vintage. They really have low quality on these covers in Vintage. I mean, this is the first Vintage book I have. I don't know what they make their books out of. Like, what paper and shit. I mean, now it looks good because I wrapped it. You gotta remember, next time I get a Vintage book to immediately wrap it, or else it's gonna start looking like crap. Yes, I think many have heard of Fight Club, saw the movie perhaps, read the book. I never have, and I picked it up last month. No, I bought it this month, actually, what am I saying? And I finally read it, and I really loved it. It was fucking weird. But the good kind of interesting weird, not like The Injury was. Loved it. I definitely want to reread this again in the future, so I'm keeping this one. Plus, I love this edition. So yeah, it was great. It really was. I also made a thoughts video, which you will possibly see before. Actually, I don't know if you'll see it before or after. I don't know what I'll upload first. Yes. There we go. This is all I've read since this year has begun. As you can see, half of these I didn't enjoy so much. But what to do. Hopefully, when I do this next time, I'll tell you about more books that I enjoyed. And still, I'm glad I finished some of these and I can donate them to the library. Alright, so that is it, really. Yeah, let me know. What have you read since the year has begun? Are there any books you particularly enjoyed? Or some that you really hated? I have yet to have read a book this year that I hated. Well, granted, thinking of all my reading history, there has been one, maybe. Other than that, I was fine, or I just didn't particularly give a shit. Alright, so that is it. Let me know down below, and I hope you enjoy your reading as the year continues. Now remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!